so today I'm going to be making my homemade laundry soap. It's a recipe that I got somewhere a long time ago, and I tried it out for the first time 6 months ago, and it made a 5-gallon bucket, and that bucket lasted me all the way up until now. So it saved me a ton of money, and I can say I bought all the ingredients at Walmart, and I got everything for less than $20. And this included the bucket, the grater I needed, and all the ingredients for the laundry soap. And I still have all those ingredients left over, so I don't have to buy anything new this time around. So it definitely saves a ton of money. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will just show you guys how I do it. I think it's very similar to a lot of recipes online. I'm sure you can find it there. I just have mine written on my container, so that's the recipe I'm following. I don't remember the original recipe where I got it from, but there's a whole bunch of them online. So, and I think they're all about the same. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm just bringing this big pot of a gallon of water to a boil. Or at least I'm starting to. I have it on high. And what I'm going to do is I have this bar of this soap. It's Fel's Naphtha, and it is a laundry bar of soap. And you can just find it in the laundry in the laundry section of Walmart or probably anywhere. So apparently there's different brands, but this is the one I used. So I used half of it last time, and I'm going to use half of it this time. And I just have this cheese grater that I'm going to use to grate my my soap really fine, and then I'm going to throw it in the pot while it continues heating up. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm very sorry that my lighting is not very good. I have some of my window reflected in here, but hopefully you can see. So this is the soap that I am using, and it is a, how big is it? 5.5 ounces bar. And I have half of it left because you use half of it for this recipe. So I just have a regular cheese grater, and I'm just going to go ahead and grate up this soap. So here is my grated bar of soap. That is probably the hardest physical labor of this entire project, so not that bad. So we're going to go ahead and toss this into the pot of water. Alright, so the soap is in this big pot of water, and I turned the heat to medium-low, and I'm just going to go ahead and stand right by it while we wait for all the soap to dissolve. And this, I do remember taking a little while, maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. It also depends on how fine you actually grate your soap, but you need to make sure all of it dissolves and kind of stay with it and stir it on occasion and make sure that it doesn't boil over or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for a while. All the soap has dissolved. Not sure how long it took, maybe like 15 minutes or something. So the next thing I'm going to do is pour this hot water into my 5-gallon bucket. So I'm not going to film that because I do not want to hurt myself, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, so my gallon of soap water is in my bucket. And the next thing we're going to do is add half a cup of this super washing soda and half a cup of borax. So we're going to go ahead and pour those in and stir them until they are also dissolved. Okay, so all that is dissolved. The reason it is bubbling like that is the washing soda. It does that when you add it to the soap mixture. We're going to go ahead and let this kind of sit for an hour and kind of cool down a little bit, and then we'll come back and dilute it some more. My soap has been cooling for an hour, and now I'm going to go ahead and add 3 gallons of hot water to it. Here is all of the laundry soap that came out of that. I'm just going to stir it all up really well, and then I'm going to put the cover on it and let it sit overnight.